prepare to move on for, watching the game. So, Isaiah Stewart is just pointless. I'm sorry. And Jalen Duren, I loved him coming out the draft. But right now, it's kind of looking like it's kind of looking like, and I know it's 3 games. Paul George and Joel Embiid won't play for the. By the time I see this video, may be up by the end. By Wednesday, they're not playing. Tyrese Maxey just dropped a 45 piece on somebody. So, but it's kind of a couple players I'm watching. Like, it may be time to move on from. We know Tobias gonna be streaky. That's his middle name. Tobias Streaky Harris. Beasley has been great. Figured he would. Tim Hardaway's been pretty good. We know how much he got left. So it's for Simone, he had a good game versus Boston. I don't know what he did versus Miami. I ain't see too much of him in that game. But kind of seeing where their defensive problem is at. It's pretty much at the rim. It's the man in the middle. We got a lot of great individual defenders. Even, Cade is okay defensively. Ivy is pretty good. And Beasley is great. Tobias is really good. Tim Hardaway is good. So they got a few good individual defenders. But it's like, when Jalen Duren really want to anchor the middle and dominate the middle, they're a different team. That's how they came back versus Boston. He started to get the ball and get involved. And he started to make plays in the middle of the paint. So, and with Isaiah Stewart, he made a ball eagle or a big ass eagle just died on the side of the road. Damn. It's fucked up. But, they different. Even a couple times the rim where they going right over Isaiah Stewart, and sometimes he'll get the block. I'm starting to kind of really think the big problem with the Pistons is that they don't really have a defensive presence in the middle of the floor, a consistent defensive presence. Offensive rebounds, defensive rebounds, blocking, shot blocking, the turn. It's like, somebody is really going to man that middle. And at times, you see Duren look like him. When they started feeding him the basketball, he started to get engaged on the defensive side of the ball. He started to look like him, as the kids would say. We talk about taking Cade off the ball and all that type stuff, and some people disagree with the criticism of Cade Cunningham as well too. And these are so-called fans. You're not a real fan. Like I don't really understand when people say that. Like, am I supposed to be in La La Land like they ain't won but a handful of games the last 2 seasons? That's what I don't really understand. Do y'all want to be lied to? Like, the truth is the truth. Like, you just not a real fan. I'm not a real dumbass. I see a problem, I point it out. Like, y'all really be like, I don't know, y'all can live in La La Land. There's channels for that. Like, darkness. But yeah, I think a lot of their problem is just in the middle of that paint right now. And Isaiah Stewart be so tired. What the fuck is he tired for? Motherfucker just got off the bench. That motherfucker be breathing. Cut that shit off your head then. That's probably why you tired. Cut that shit off your head. Shit, that motherfucker be running around like he got playing with a 50-pound weight vest on. Yeah, cut that shit off your head then. But right now, they gotta. I think they gotta get both of them guys more involved in the offense. And I don't see why not. Isaiah Stewart is a pretty good finisher of the basketball at the rim. Jalen Duren's a pretty good finisher of the basketball at the rim. And it just seemed like the more they engage Duren on the offensive side of the ball, the more he engaged on the defensive side of the ball. So yeah, they should call more high pick and roll between Duren and Cade Cunningham. Whoever handling the rock. They should call more. He should get a couple post-up opportunities, and he got to make the most of those opportunities. he got to make the most of those opportunities. So, yeah, I feel that right now, I think they will win. They will probably be undefeated if they have more consistent play in the middle of that defense. And that's just my humble opinion on it. And we can honestly go back and forth and talk about, ball handling responsibilities. But in the middle of that defense, they got to get more. I look at, Duran's stat line, 10 or 11 rebounds. That's not enough. As gifted and athletic he is, that's not enough. That's just not enough. But on the bright side of things, I like what Ron Holland's doing. I think he deserved more PT, more burn. I think he deserved more PT, more burn. I like to see them get out run a lot more than they running, bro. Like, team just too young not to be running more. That's my biggest concern. One of my biggest, but in the middle of that defense, they need some help. They need better consistent play in the middle of that defense. And from an offensive standpoint of view. Some of them dudes need to be involved in the offensive game plan a little bit more. Stewart is a good pick and roll guy. He can catch it, got good hands. He's really good at finishing at the basket. He's been a little bit fatigued the last couple of seasons, so I don't know what's really going on with his conditioning or stamina, whatever you want to call it. But like I said with Dern, he's another guy that'll benefit from getting up and down the court. Ron is another guy. Ivy, a lot of times they probably push it. It's like Cade kind of slowing them down. I'm just not sold on the guy, bro. Not as your primary ball handler. Nobody gonna see what I see. A few people see it. It's just like, I just look and be like, it's like when he going to get his, it just disrupt the offense. I don't know, man. I really don't want to say this, but I don't see them winning with him. They should have brought in a Chris Paul or some shit like that. That would have been a good pickup, good veteran guy, bring in a Chris Paul. But they ain't gonna win with him being your best player, bro. I'm sorry. Not as your best primary ball handler. Sorry. And if they are gonna win that way, then like I said, the wild card is Jalen Duren, and it just don't seem like he get any better. No matter who the coach is, Count Dracula, Michael Myers, Troy Weaver going around and coach himself, and Dwayne, it's just, I don't know. Maybe, some of these guys I just really don't fucking know about, bro. I'll be real with you. I don't know about a lot of these guys they trying to build their team with. I don't know. I'm just thinking, like, just flip the whole Monopoly board over and start the fuck over. That's what I'm thinking at this point. I know it's premature and all that, but I'm looking at this team, man. I just don't really, I really don't like none of the guys that's already. I like Ivy. He got to learn to change controls. He learn to control his speed and get to a spot. God damn, how about get a stop and pop? Get a floater. Go up strong. Stop. Get rid of these dudes, man. I done seen enough. Yeah, I'm going to say, I done seen enough. Keep Ron Hollins, some of the veterans. They can get rid of the rest of them motherfuckers, man. That's how I feel. I done watched all 3 of their fucking games. The Boston game in person. Get rid of them motherfuckers, man. They ain't no good. I'm going to go ahead and say it. Other than Ron Hollins, you get rid of short time substitute. He ain't shit neither. Get rid of these motherfuckers, man. I done seen enough. Other than, Simone and Tobias and Malik and Tim, the rest of them motherfuckers can go. I'm watching them like they literally can just start fresh. I just don't think they got it, bro. And I like Ivy. I like Durham, but I just don't think it's going to happen in Detroit. I'm sorry. They ain't winning over. Them motherfuckers going to be right up there. Y'all going to be talking about Cooper Flag February 3rd. And we ain't going to get them. we going to be talking about conspiracy theory. Man, I'm done. It's the overreaction of the year so far. I'll give them 10 games before I get to that. I'll give them 10 games. How about that? 10, 15 games. How I'm feeling today after watching that Miami game last night? Fuck them. Sorry. Got a little bit belligerent, but that's how I feel. But check out the Detroit Pistons Talk playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance, get notifications. We go live with our video. Financially, you want to support the channel. Hit all notifications, increase your chance, get notifications. We go live or drop video. Shout out to Detroit Business Talk. Let us more videos like this. Peace.